Anything going on that street. Why? Well, breaking overnight the harshest restrictions on the United Kingdom since World War II. Prime Minister Boris Johnson issued a stay-at-home order for the entire nation, following the lead of other European leaders. CNN's Nick Payton-Walsh live in London with the latest. Nick, Boris Johnson was late to this, later than most European countries, but now it's fully in place.
To some degree, but there is still criticism that this isn't as extensive a lockdown possibly as it could be. A prime-time address from the Prime Minister telling Britons what they thought was eventually going to happen, and this the first morning that they've woken up to restrictions on their movement, frankly, that nobody's seen since the Second World War. In fact, it's the vulnerable it's designed to protect who may have some kind of memory of seeing city like this. This is Piccadilly Circus. There should be cars packed here. It should be impossible to move just after 9 o'clock on a busy day. In fact, let me just move this way so you can see how utterly deserted it is. Shops that are not essential closed. People told to work from home unless essential. We see some traffic moving around here. It seems like some people are still making the journey to work. And confusion too. One sporting goods shop, it seems, declaring itself or thinking it should be exempt, and pictures circulating of construction workers moving to work on the tube. And this is quite extraordinary restrictions on daily life here. The suggestion the police may be allowed, in fact, to enforce this. That was referred to in the future tense in the statement put out by the Prime Minister. But in fact, today here, we've just seen a group of 3 people approached by an unmarked police car and asked how long they were going to be around. So clearly the police in place to try and send people home, banning gatherings of more than 2 here. The Prime Minister clear this will go on for 3 weeks and then be reviewed. But many Britons, I think, startled to see this change to their daily lives, and also too wondering how Britain has been an outlier from its European neighbours for so long. We're later in introducing these kind of restrictions. Some British scientists working with the government had suggested that maybe the more the disease spread in a controlled fashion, the more immunity the population might have for future outbreaks. But they've told the vulnerable, 1.5 million in fact, receiving letters to isolate themselves for possibly as long or longer than 12 weeks. This is extraordinary, though. The simple scene I'm standing in here, unimaginable, and Britain concerned, possibly, particularly the capital, which has been told it's 3 weeks ahead in terms of virus spread with the rest of the country, concerned we could start seeing our death rate here per day spiking fast. Back to you.